Jason Moorehead.
Chris Sandberg. I'm Eli Sandberg.
All right.
And that's the heat.
That's the heat, yeah. Thank God for heat.
You want me to turn that off? Or?
No, you're fine. So, how'd you get started racing, each one of you?
Well, you've been racing longer, so when did you start?
Well, I had a friend who worked here part-time and was racing, what do they call that, Ileana at the time?
Pure stocks?
Pure stocks. And so we threw some CRXs together, went out and had some fun. That's when racing was a little more fun.
A little more fun?
A little more fun, when you could just throw a car together and go out, have a good time.
A lot less money and a little more fun?
It's a little more competitive now. A little more costly, but hey,
I started racing actually because of Chris in 2007. He had a car, one of his CRXs that he said I could drive, and I went out and raced it and blew the motor up in it.
Yeah.
And offered to pay for it, and he told me no, I didn't need to, and so I offered to help him fix it. He said that'd be fine. And the rest is history with racing, with Chris. I raced a Saturn Ion that he built for a couple years. Sold that, and I guess Ian Whiten ended up getting that car and crashing it at South Bend pretty hard.
Yeah.
Love you, Ian, but anyways. And then I ended up with Fred over there. Raced Fred for a couple years, had some success with Fred, and then bought Evil last year and raced Evil in 18, and it was a horrible season.
You realize I'm running out of cars, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
All right. What about you, young man?
I grew up watching him and Jason and my grandpa at the racetrack out at Plymouth in Ileana. I was notorious for falling asleep mid-race on the bleachers, like right as they were going out. And I had been bugging him to get me a car. And just,
Even though you were falling asleep, you still got your car, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was when he was about 5.
Yeah, I was little.
Okay.
I was pretty little, so yeah. Got raced Fred last year. Had a lot of fun, even though we only got to go out a handful of times.
Was that your first full year? Or,
Yeah.
well, first actual year racing?
Yeah.
What was it like?
I had a blast. South Bend was so fun. And I was nervous the first couple of times, but then I got the hang of things.
What makes it fun?
Just having other cars out there with you and just trying to go as fast as you can. It's just a blast.
And I seen you went for a couple spills last year. Is your car all straightened out and ready to go?
It's as straight as it's ever going to be. I mean, it was a pretty hard hit. It's still not quite straight, but straight enough.
Straight enough.
It's faster than it was last year. So, at the end of the year, it was faster after the crash.
Well, that's good.
And
I'm glad some good came out of it.
Yeah, and doing some stuff to it this winter to hopefully make it even faster.
I miss seeing you climb the fences.
I was talking with Vern a couple weeks ago and told him how I miss climbing fences and I need to get back to that.
Yeah.
He agreed. So yeah, I'd like to climb more fences next year.
Awesome. So I seen you had your paint scheme pulled. How'd that turn out?
I did. I narrowed it down I had it down to 8, and I talked with Mike McCleary, and he drew up 5 different schemes for me. The choices were the Evel Knievel rocket that he did, that scheme. And I like to run retro paint schemes. I've always tried to do a throwback to a NASCAR driver. I ran a Ron Bouchard, Harry Gant paint scheme was my first one with the yellow and white. Then the year that I won the championship with Fred, that was a throwback to Marty Robbins in the purple and yellow. Mm-hmm. This scheme here was a throwback to Mario Andretti's 69 Daytona 500. I figured out Chris and I have talked about this. Mario had horrible success in Indianapolis, and he had that Indianapolis curse.
Mm-hmm.
We've kind of figured that curse carried over. That's what happened.
Gotta go.
So
is that why you're changing your number?
Well, the number. No, I'm changing the number back to 94. I mean, 9's always been my favorite number. I kind of grew attached to the 94. I liked it. Won the championship with 94. When I moved to front-wheel drive last year, Lisa Hartz was running 94, and I didn't want to have two 94s on the track.
Why? There's like 18 threes out there.
I know. You know, it's just something, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's me.
I feel you. Makes it easier on us photographers.
And 9 was always my favorite number, so I went with 9. And I didn't have the success with 9 that I'd hoped. But I still blame the Mario Andretti thing. But
fair enough.
You know, either way, I'm going back to 934, the 3 from Matt Arvia. So that's why I'm going back to the 94 for
Did
that.
you check to make sure any of the Andrettis didn't run those numbers?
No, I don't believe any Andretti ran the 94.
They've had pretty bad luck.
Yeah, they had horrible luck. Mostly 18 was Michael for a while. Mario ran 3 and 1. I don't think any of them ran 94.
Well, that's
so I don't even think John ran 94.
So
we're going back to the paint schemes. So they had a choice of 5. It was Bobby Allison, the Miller High Life Gold car, Buddy Baker, which was the teal and white car, Bill Elliott, the Melling number 9 car, the J.D. McDuffie. I always like to find the underdog driver. I love J.D. McDuffie.
Yeah, J.D. McDuffie. He's a pretty good story in NASCAR.
Oh, yeah. Always showed up with a U-Haul truck and an open trailer, and that was his race thing. So J.D. McDuffie and then the Evel Knievel Skyrocket. The Melling 9-1, which doesn't surprise me because I grew up in Michigan. I grew up with the Melling boys. I knew Harry Melling, the car owner. I knew Matt Melling. I grew up with Matt. And all my friends, a lot of my friends still live in Michigan and Jackson, and everyone loved Bill Elliott in the 9, so it didn't surprise me that one won.
So if you win, are you going to throw up a siren?
You know, I didn't think about that. Well, when Bill Elliott wins in Dawsonville, they ring the siren at the firehouse. We'll have to,
talk to Vern?
We'll talk to Vern. When I win, we're going to talk to Vern about the siren.
All right.
I mean, I already got the brown guy doing sprinkles, so
there you
I'm
go.
sure I can get a siren worked out.
And what about 24 for you?
24 was my grandpa's number when he ran this car. And it kind of means a lot to me to be able to use this car and this number.
All right. So as a car owner, how do you feel about having these two out there?
I get a little nervous when Eli's out there, of course, because he's my youngest of 2. And Jason scares me on occasion, puts a car in a place not everybody would put a car on the track, and he'll try to go for a spot that not everybody will try to pull off or can pull off, and he does it. He's a wheelman. He's up on the wheel, and he's exciting to watch. Eli needs more experience. We got to get him out some more practice days, hopefully this year. Just get him a little more comfortable in the car, maybe get the car a little more comfortable to him. I think he'll be all right.
Well, it's good. He's racing a division of like 800 people, so.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I mean, it's a good, safe car. I'm not afraid of that. Got him a Hans device last year, and so I'm fine with it. I mean, I've raced for a long time, raced motorcycles, raced bicycles, I'll race anything. Somebody wants to, I don't know.
We're going to race those roller chairs later tonight.
We've done,
that might make for
Hot
good
Wheels,
entertainment.
We've done all kinds of stuff. We'll do anything, So if it's got wheels, we'll race it.
All right. So with the special paint schemes, and then you also running the second car, how does that work as a team? Do you guys help each other out a lot? Do you use your experience from your championship to help him out, or?
I tried last year. The one different they did last year in Hornets is put the safety wheel on the right front, and that changed the handling.
That changed a lot of things for that.
Picked some speed up for those cars and changed the handling on them. But yeah, I try and help when I can. I ran Fred last year at the end of the year for the one Ileana night. One, because I wanted to see, because Eli had said it was really loose, so I wanted to see how it drove, and he was right, it was really loose. Yeah. But our driving styles are completely different. I like a loose car where, he's not comfortable with a loose car. But that comes with experience.
And did you have any help with the paint job or the scheme?
No,
is that all you, Eli?
I helped do it,
but that's
that was all their design.
It was that's Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon?
Oh, that was a special scheme he ran. That's right.
So you
Yeah.
going for Rookie of the Year this year?
I don't think I have enough track time to be eligible for that. There are so many other rookies out there that deserve more than I do.
No. So what's a good year for you then?
Just to get out there as many times as I can, just spin some laps and just get comfortable with the car.
All right. And
Slow heat win.
a slow heat win.
Slow heat win.
Yeah.
So you
Let's
win
go with that.
the G feature
Yeah.
or the G heat. I'm sorry. All right. And a good year for you.
I'd like to start making the A main on a consistent basis. It was a killer going from always running and winning the A mains the year before in a different division to going to the front wheel drives, and boy did I learn a lot.
Yeah.
So I'd like to make the A on a consistent basis. Of course I want to win one. I think it's possible. The car, the end of last year was running really good. I picked up, over this whole season, I picked up almost a full second. I need another half second. I think the car's got it. So I think it's possible. I'm top 10 in points, and an A feature win would be a stellar year.
You doing anything special with your setups this year, or anything you can talk about?
Yes, I am. Can I talk about it? I can't tell you all that.
So we're going to see a better car this year.
Well, yeah. I installed the flux capacitor, so
There you
that
go.
should help.
Do you guys get up to 88 miles per hour?
I don't know. I haven't found that out yet. I put all my suspension that was on the right-hand side of the car on the left-hand side of the car, and did the opposite.
Yeah.
In the front to the rear and the rear to the front.
I see you on Instagram fixing your left side weight.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, I'm working on the left side weight. I go to the gym 3-4 times a week. I have help. Someone goes with me, so that's good. Gotta have motivation. Definitely gotta work on the left side weight. I also post my dinner pictures working on left side.
Yeah, I hate you for that. I'm sitting there eating my Girl Scout cookies. I'm just watching you eat healthy and stuff. It's just... What about you? Any special setups for you this year, or are you just going to spin some laps?
Just figure out how to get it not so loose and just spin some laps. Figure it out.
And then as a car owner, what's a good year for you?
Great year for me would be to not be down here fixing his car.
It says my car.
Your car?
Yeah, it's fixing my car. We're not gonna,
Well, that car on that side of Eli looks pretty straight. Your car,
Yeah, but I didn't do most of this damage.
yeah,
I was behind the wheel, so I had some responsibility.
some
But
responsibility.
I was kind of blindsided that night.
Yeah, it happens.
The one good thing about him crashing so much is
There's a good
I can.
thing.
The one good thing is I can just open up the door, put it on the rack, sit down and drink a beer and watch him fix it.
There you go.
Yeah, I've learned a lot about cars.
Yeah.
I can fix just about anything now, and with the right tools, it's yeah.
Now,
Chris
that's-
is a good spectator when I work on it.
It's a good segue. Let's talk about preparation. How much preparation goes into a 25-lap race?
I don't know. We've never run 25 laps before. No, just kidding. During the week, if hopefully it's just nut and bolted during the week. Some minor adjustment on suspension and setup. I am the type of person, I don't like working on the car at the track.
Yeah.
Because you're rushed. I don't want to forget something. I don't want to leave something loose. I don't like working on rocks. If I'm working on my car at the track, there's something seriously wrong. So I usually work on it during the week at MoFast Beach Shop North.
MoFast Beach Shop North.
This is the south annex of MoFast Beach Shop. A little bit, during the week, a couple hours. This winter, I try and spend an hour on my car every day. Whether I'm tinkering, I made new skirts for it, so I'll put the skirts on it. Those are done. They're painted blue to match the paint job. Now I have to repaint them. Made a new dash for Evil this year.
I've seen that.
Got some neat ideas for the old Evil Knievel dash.
Nice.
This one's going to be even cooler than the one before. So I mean, you know, some setup, but not. I'm not crazy. Like I don't have a set of scales, so I have no idea what my car scales like.
Well, we're gonna scale it.
Oh yeah, well we're gonna scale it. Yeah, I mean, we got some things to do yet, but
Yeah.
but you know.
And how much time do you spend working on your car?
Whenever I get down here, just find things that are wrong with it.
It's a little easier for him now that he has a driver's license.
Yeah,
There you
it was
go.
a little harder last year to get down here and get some work done.
Do you have to
on
get
it.
yourself a paper out to help, you know,
Yeah.
get down here with the Uber or something? All right. So besides the paint scheme, any other special things you got going on for this 2019 campaign?
Well, you know, now that we can go back over to coil over sleeves, I got to switch all my suspension back. You know, I was telling Tony, he's killing me. The last 3 years, I've changed something to convert to fit the rules, to only have them change the rule the next year, so I have to switch everything back. So I had coil over sleeves on this last year before the season started. Had to switch all the suspension over. So now I'll put all the coil over sleeves back on it this year. So that's the big thing yet I have left to do. So, you know, I'll put it on jack stands when I get home with it. And I'll start taking suspension off it over the next couple of weeks and come down here and use a spring press and do that. So that's really my big thing left, and then send it over to the tuner and have it tuned and make sure that it's running properly.
What about you? Anything up your sleeve this year that we don't know about yet?
Not really.
Not
The car
really.
is pretty solid the way it is. Not much to do to it.
He's a man of many words.
Yeah, I see that. Very,
Yeah.
very deep in thought. All right, let's talk sponsors.
Sponsors. Sandberg Towing. Was the main sponsor for us. Left Turn Graphics, Melissa. She does a great job. She made our hats. If you want a hat, wherever the number is, it's on one of these sides. You can get a 94 or you can get a 24.94. So, you know, go see Melissa at Left Turn Graphics, shamelessselfpromotion.com. And she'll hook you up with a hat. So, Left Turn Graphics. And then also Weldon Fabrication. Steve Wells. He helped me out when I crashed the car. He gave me some money to help rebuild it, so he was a good supporter. Brand Roofing helped me out last year, so I appreciate that from Kevin and everything. I think that's all really my sponsors. I don't have, you know, I'm working on it, so if anyone wants to sponsor,
Do you have a fan page or
you got me.
Facebook?
I have a Facebook page. I don't ever update it, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's JasonRacing94, and Facebook, you know, it's me, Jason Moorehead. Hi. So yeah. So sponsors.
Sponsors for you?
Sandberg Towing and Left Turn Graphics. Melissa's awesome with all the graphics and stuff, and the hats and all that. That's about it.
All right, and let's talk about Sandberg Towing. What kind of services do you offer?
Boy, you know, we're anything from, you know, light truck and automotive car repair to we can tow loaded semi-tractor trailers. Pretty much span the gamut. We do a little fabrication. I got an in-house guy that's really good welder. Kind of all over the board. Sell a few cars. Maintenance. We do a little bit of heavy-duty maintenance, just some PM stuff, nothing too crazy. We maintain most of our own trucks. When you got 10 trucks, I think, I don't know, it's hard to keep count. You always got something to do, so we stay pretty busy. Got a few forklifts. We do a lot of reloads. We've been doing a lot of heavy-duty semi swap outs. Get a lot of broke down semis lately. Companies hire us to pick up a good truck, swap out their old truck, you know, their broke down truck, bring it back. One of our guys just went down to Louisiana and back, and we've been going up to Michigan a lot. So we stay pretty busy. The shop's been relatively slow, just because of the weather. Mild weather is unfortunately good for cars.
Yeah.
People aren't breaking down. We got a little bit of cold snap. We got a little busy in the shop. So we'll see what happens with the snow we're going to get this weekend. We may be busy. Who knows? Everybody may stay home.
You got a Facebook or a website people can go to check you out?
Well, I have a personal Facebook page. Sandberg Service has a Facebook page. It's not too crazy. We don't update it. We're kind of like Jason. We don't update it too much, but you know, we're out there. You can Google us.
All right.
Sandberg's Towing in Northwest Indiana. We come up there. We're not right at the top, but we're pretty easily found.
All right.
Been in business. This is going on 46 years. I think.
46 years. Wow.
We've been here in Valparaiso.
Cool. All right. And anything you guys want to mention or talk about before we close it up?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if everyone knows, but you know, Fred, the person, was Eli's grandfather. So Eli is driving his grandfather's car. So that's kind of I just think that's a cool,
That's
cool
cool.
story. That you know.
What kind of celebration you gonna have if you win?
Nothing like his.
You gotta outdo him. You gonna have at least like a pirate hat or a space helmet or something?
I don't know.
Space helmet. Yes, that's what we're gonna get for him—a space helmet.
man.
What's your nickname?
I don't have it.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Call him Jerry. Just
Maybe,
as-
maybe we could stage a fight for you like Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys inviting me down.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks for
All right,
coming down.
thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Moorehead, explain to me what's about to happen.
So, as we said, you know, earlier in 2017, I was fortunate enough to win this Hornet Track Champion at South Bend Motor Speedway. And Chris has his wall of fame. You can show it later, but we've got Matt Arvia's hood off of his last late model, and then he's got the side panel off of a dirt car that he sponsors that here locally. So we hung the hood off of Fred on the wall of fame. So without any further ado, the championship winning hood off of Fred is now hanging in the Sandberg's wall of fame. It'll be here forever and ever for all of us to come and remember the good times, touch it for good luck on the bad days that we just need help.
All right, and is there anything special about the hood besides the championship?
This was the year I ran the Marty Robbins paint scheme, so you can tell by the purple and yellow. Yellow kind of faded in the sun. But you know, I mean, that year was the year I ran all the ribbons for everyone with chronic illnesses. So you know, I've got on everything on here, and I even added a couple others for some people as well. So. I had a fan one time that came over. Every time there was an autograph night, she'd come up to me and she'd look at my car and she'd go, "It's still not on there." And finally I said, "What are you looking for? What ribbon did I miss?" And she goes, well, it's the purple ribbon, but you didn't list lupus. And I said, I apologize. So I gave her a Sharpie and she wrote lupus on it. So she added lupus. But I tried to hit all the chronic illnesses with the ribbons that year. So that was the thought behind the ribbons. So I kind of like that. Some of the fans seem to like that on autograph nights when they come up and see it. So you know, that's kind of where that is.
Awesome. Well, thanks for showing us.
Yeah.